I think the Pope Francis was a person who spent his life totally for the sake of the people. And when you look at him, his messages were continuously to the world for peace, for compassion, care for the poor. And this same orientation he wanted to bring into the church. The church will have the same orientation and facilitate the world also to have care for the poor, marginalized. So he spoke so strongly on migration, the rights of the migrants. He spoke quite forcefully, consistently, and even in his personal and also in his personal dealings with world leaders, he insisted on this. I mean, world leaders have spoken about this publicly, and I've spoken to some also who mentioned that how care he had for people who were migrants or refugees, having sacrificed everything, coming to a new country, not being accepted. So that was very dear to him. What has been dear to him also, of course, has been, besides the care of the poor, also to care for nature. This has been, from the beginning of his pontificate, the very first speech he made, he mentioned the care for nature. And I happened to be, I was having dinner with him that night, and then when I spoke to him, he told me that this is what he was really had focused on also as Archbishop in Argentina. Also, he had got his people to care for creation. So it was not surprising to me afterwards that within a couple of years, he issued a document to the world, Laudato Si, praise God for nature, and spoke about the care for nature, ecology. And the Vatican, the Holy See, took a very great interest in environment, not sort of being an injudicious use of nature, and to prevent future generations from suffering. He spoke on this. And this is the only topic on which he gave another letter. About 5 years later, he issued another document, again insisting on the world to take care. That's why these meetings of international meetings, he didn't go himself, but he sent his own deputy, like Cardinal Parolin, Secretary of State, to speak about it. Now they are preparing for Brazil. What has, again, I noticed in the recent times, last couple of years, he's been insisting on is the right of women in this church, in society, in the world. He's been speaking. And he really began at home. He says in the church also, I would like them to have greater responsibility, say in decision making and decision taking, and a say in execution also. He began appointing women for the first time in very high positions. So that was something recently, last couple of years, I noticed that in him. Man of prayer, man of dedication, and man for the people, man of the people, love the people. I mean, I was unhappy when I saw him getting into the recent last couple of days. And I really felt, I told him, he's putting his life in danger, and right enough it happened. Certainly, I think the care for creation will be something which will be remembered, but his compassionate nature. Now, even on big feasts, when we had Maundy Thursday, before we have a big service, he would go to the prison. That was very significant. The first time he went, we were all surprised. But he did it year after year. He would go over there, meet with prisoners, talk to them, and help them to see the meaning, to give them hope. So that again is a legacy which is left, which I don't think will be forgotten. Then again, he recent days, again, last couple, 3-4 years, in the church itself, he was insisting that everybody must have a voice, everybody must reflect and jointly be responsible. Not just the priests or the bishops, the cardinals. Everybody, we must listen to everybody. This is again a legacy, surely, which will be carried on. I mean, we just got a letter from Rome about 2, 3 or 4 days ago, again reminding us about this. So this is a legacy. Certainly, he has made a difference in the church. There will be, tomorrow the cardinals are meeting, those who are in Rome will meet. Right now, he was the head of the church. There is no provision for a deputy to step in, no vice president. And therefore, the cardinals normally, they take the governance of the church. They will meet those who are there. I myself will leave maybe in 2 days or so to Rome. So then we meet every morning for about 2 or 3 hours to discuss about the church. And I think the first item they will decide is how to have the funeral rites and when. The date has not yet been announced. Then I was a bit surprised. I said, well, there's no authority to decide. So they will meet tomorrow at 9 o'clock and decide that. They will announce that. And it will be at St. Peter's, but I'm pretty sure it will be there. And it will be a mass, a service, basically the same. But Pope Francis, about a couple of years ago, simplified the rite. So it is more simple. It doesn't show pomp. It doesn't show like a king is dead. It shows like a simple person, a pilgrim has died. That's what he wanted to emphasize. So that will be done.
भारतर एकमात्र परीक्षित बायोसार पृथ्वी प्रो माटी को रखे सुस्थ दिए नुआ जीवन धान पनीपरिबा और डाली जातीय फसल पाई लाभदायक अमल बढ़ाए रोग कमाए आज ही जमी रे प्रयोग करंतु जोगाजोग पाई 9937054201 नंबर को डायल करंतु आम सह जोड़ी हेबा पाई आमको लाइक फॉलो और सब्सक्राइब करंतु अधिक अपडेट पाई विजिट करंतु आम वेबसाइट thequiver.in